Hey guys, Brittany here, coming at you live from the office. I wish we could all be together on a day like today because it's a tough day, a tough decision to have to let two of our teammates go today. Wasn't a decision that I made lightly. So we can look at where we have been, what got us to where we're at today, and then where are we now and where do we go in the future. So what got us where we're at today? We've had three pretty rough quarters financially. We just didn't hit our mark. Those budget numbers were budget numbers based on our expenditures, our burn rate, our salaries, our vendors, what we spend every month. And so, hitting those sales numbers has been really important, and we just haven't been doing it, quite frankly. So we know that. That's nothing new. We brought in Bob to try to help correct that, and I brought in a person that I thought or I felt was going to really help us take off and get going really quick with his background in sales and marketing. It was a little more of a struggle than what I thought, and was taking a little longer than what we had planned on. And so, in our market, in our industry, things are really, really, really fast, and they happen quick, and you've got to be able to maneuver fast and jump in quick and take off running. Um, and so, COVID hits. We're already behind. We're already not hitting numbers. We're already not producing. And then COVID hits, and so it kind of throws even a worse kink in it because now we've seen our numbers be hit again. People get let go, and companies telling us they're holding off on hiring. Not at a good time when we're a company who needs sales right now and needs orders and needs billable revenue. So the decision was tough, and I really thought I made the decision that I felt was best after prayer. Um, Absolutely love Lauren to death. But I'm going to tell you just personally, and I shared with her that I think Lauren is a creative soul, a creative spirit, and she really needs to be in a creative environment and a creative company. I think she's going to excel and thrive in that kind of company. And I didn't see this being her career path. I don't know that she saw staffing in general as a career path, not necessarily BTS. I've always said if you need to transition on, I understand, but I don't know that I saw her wanting to make a name for herself in the staffing industry or as a recruiter. And maybe it was just not with this company, but I really felt like letting her go was going to be actually releasing her to go do something even bigger and better. And so I look forward to watching where Bob and Lauren go. I wish them all the best. And I've encouraged both of them to come back to the office and let's do lunch or happy hour and let's get together. I don't want them to feel like this is so long, see ya. It wasn't those kinds of conversations with either one of them at all. So just want to let everybody know it was a tough decision, had to be made. We are where we're at. So going forward, what is it going to look like? Sales obviously is going to be our number one priority. Jana, that was you calling me. Sales is going to be our number one priority in getting the number up. In the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to start looking at things differently from a sales perspective. Our budget's going to change a little bit. It'll obviously go down somewhat. I'm trying to reduce overhead in other ways. We'll be spending less money on some of our job boards already. We're going to spend less money on TempWorks, and then I'm going to release the office next door. So I'm going to send him a certified letter letting him know that we need out of our lease effective at the end of May. So we'll only be paying for the office next door through May, and then we'll need to let that office go because we won't need that extra space right now. So doing those things will relieve a little bit of the pressure. But we got to remember we're already behind for the year. We're in the negative revenue. So I do need to get us back to a positive net revenue. So that means we need to make that up. One of those ways to make that up would be perm placement staffing. So we'll have some conversations with the team about that. But going after some perm placement, Jana, I think you could be a key piece of that. We've seen you do well in that area. And I'll be honest, that would go right back to what I originally hired you at. Thinking that you could do 60% sales and 40% recruiting and maybe kill it and cook it yourself. So you kill it, you bring it in, and then you fillet it and get it ready yourself. Those might be some conversations that we have. Miranda and Madeline, you're showing a great opportunity out in the field. You're showing that you can upsell and get some orders. Miranda, you have too with the relationships you've built. So I really think this is just going to be about dig in. We're in the trenches together, the four of us, and so we just need to get there. We need to hunker down and figure out how we're going to get there and what we're going to do. And I'd like to keep with the core values and mission statement of what BTS was originally founded for, to change lives one staffing at a time. And that wasn't just the temps that we put to work. It's our clients, and it's even each other and ourselves. So let's try to stay positive. I'm working real hard to try to stay positive. I'm going to work real hard on my delivery methods, my communications with you guys, how I speak, and my inflection and how I word things, because I think my heart speaks one thing and then how it comes out is a little different. And so I'm going to work real hard to change that. I want to encourage all of us to be positive with each other and motivating to each other. I also want to call us out, though, and say that it's important to be able to tell each other when something's not going well or when we don't like something a certain way, and let's talk about how we can change it instead of beating somebody up or talking about people inside conversations. Right now, this small of a team and where we're at, we can't afford those kinds of things. So no drama. Let's just love on each other, move forward, and if we all want to be here together in the trenches and get through this, let's do it, and let's get it done. And we can do it. That's what this graphic is all about. We can do it. I know you guys can do it. I know we can do it together. And I'm hoping that with what we have left as the team, we can do it together and we will get through this. So I'm motivated and encouraged by each of you and your strengths and your talents and abilities. We just need to know we got to make it happen, and we got to move forward, and we will eventually rebuild the team. We will bring people back in and look at growing our team again and replacing people as needed. And we'll look for the right people, people that have some experience, maybe even in our industry potentially, or in the construction space. And so I'm really encouraged by knowing that we've got a future to look forward to, that we will get through this COVID time, that we will get out on the other side. And if you have any questions or comments, please call me. I'm sorry we can't be all together, but that's why I wanted to do this video. And I look forward to seeing you next week. We'll have one last call on Monday, the level 10. We will have Bob at that meeting, so he can kind of say his goodbyes too and be on the call. And he's offered to help us any way he can going forward, and vice versa. So again, not fun to let people go. It had to happen. I didn't have a choice, and definitely don't want to ever be in this situation again. But I'm hoping that with you guys' help, we'll get through this, we'll move on, and we'll be able to help some people go to work. There's a lot of Texans looking for work right now, and I think we play a key resource in changing lives, one staffing at a time. I know we can do it, guys.